Alright, what is going on, guys? Got another breakdown for UFC Vegas 39. This time we got Phil Hawes taking on Deron Winn. Opening fight on the main card at middleweight, and as always for Deron Winn, he's going to be at a significant size disadvantage. He's giving up about 8 inches on reach, 7.5, so yeah, he's usually the shorter guy. But I'll start with Phil Hawes. So Hawes coming off a great win. Probably the best he's ever looked against Kyle Dawkins. Striking looked much evolved. Um, Second round was close, and then Hawes really took over late. So just all things you like to see, and cardio looked good, which I worry about is cardio sometimes. I'd say it's the main thing I worry about. But yeah, just really complete win for Phil Hawes. Part of the reason why he's big favorite in this one, minus 320. People are high on him. And, Nasruddin Imavov, that's a good win too. Just kind of grinded out the decision there. Stopped Jacob Malkoon in the first round. Malkoon had a big bounce back win against somebody. I can't remember who it was. He was a big upset though. And then so solid little UFC run for Phil Hawes so far, record wise, and just looking to continue that. But yeah, I do worry about the gas tank sometimes. That's just the only thing. But he's gonna have that huge reach advantage in this one, and just segueing into Deron Winn. So Deron Winn, pretty much all wrestling. He's heavy affiliate with DC, coaches at his wrestling academy, trains at AKA, and coming off a solid win over Antonio Arroyo, just kind of grapple fucked him in that one. And before that, though, loses to Gerald Mearshart, and that one just shows what happens with the reach disadvantage, man. It's just he was able to get outstruck by Gerald, which doesn't often happen. Gerald's pretty slow for the division, and yeah, he was able to stun him, got taken down, got the rear naked choke. Mearshart has the most submissions in middleweight history for a reason, and yeah, so not a good W there. And the other thing that was a little concerning about it was Wynn did have Mearshart stunned in the third, but didn't really seem to recognize it. So that was a little like I don't know. It doesn't bode well for fight IQ. But yeah, he did beat Eric Spicely, lost to Darren Stewart, so it's been 1-1. But the thing with Deron Winn is it's just gonna be all wrestling. If he wants to win this fight, it's gonna be by just tiring Hawes out and just wearing on him. And he can do that. He's always at a size disadvantage, and he is able to implement his wrestling. And the thing about like offensive wrestling, like Win has, is it's kind of tough to counter. Like you can be a good grappler in your own right, but I just think, um, he's not like a top control. Like he doesn't rack up relentless top control. But I could see him his best path to victory here just being to like chain wrestle or just drag him into deep waters. And the thing about this fight, man, is it speaks to this whole card. There's just not a lot of value. I just can't bet on Phil Hawes at minus 340. And when I saw this fight, I was like, okay, well, Phil Hawes looked great his last time. Deron Winn just so small for the division. I think Hawes will have no problem. But it comes down to a value thing. I can't play Phil Hawes at minus 340. Hawes by knockout plus 150, a little bit better. I think you might be able to do a little bit better round betting in that one. I think you might be able to get him early. So, yeah, Phil Hawes to win in round one plus 290. Like, even that is just. It's like when I want to bet a round prop, I want to really see a path to it. And, yeah, it's just the money line here is kind of whack to the point where I would highly advise fading Phil Hawes. Like, this is just a card where there's traps. Like the only definitive read that I really like is Romanov over Bandera. That line already got out of control. It's at minus 600 now, which means the props are probably going to be beat too. I haven't even looked because the props just dropped. But yeah, this card is just looking like I'm really going to stand pat, just try to create some Hail Marys with some value. And for that reason, I think this is a fight where it's just like I'm going to place a small bet on Duran Win and just not really expect anything from it because I do think Wynn's a little underrated. Like he's just so small. Like it's tough to bet on him for that reason, but he really is like a mini DC. Doesn't really have the striking and dirty boxing, but Just physique wise, definitely. Like it's to the point where I thought they were related at first. Like I thought like he was like DC's nephew or something. Like when I first started watching MMA and shit. So yeah, he's a good wrestler, and when you have a guy with a little bit of a suspect gas tank, it's not that I'm saying that Deron Winn's definitively going to win this fight. I would say it's like it might not even be over 50%. It's just like I can't trust Phil Hawes at minus 340. So it's at least a fade on Phil Hawes for me at this price. And I'm going to do a small little sprinkle on Deron Winn to win. Just put that in a parlay. Maybe like, I'm thinking, I can tell you right now, I'm thinking Deron Winn, money line, Romanov by knockout in the second round. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like this, it's just gonna be like $5 down, like Hail Mary parlays for me on this one. There's nothing that I'm really looking to make a big straight play on as of right now. I don't see that changing. But thanks for watching, guys. Share, subscribe, and take